Here's the thing about career fair. You're all freshmen. Sorry to do that to some of you. I'm about ready to graduate, but you're all freshmen right now. We're in the big surveys class. The dean of your program comes in and says, look, freshmen, we are changing the graduation requirements. Every single one of you must take a senior capstone with a test, a new test, and it has 4 questions. And if you don't pass the 4 questions, you will fail. And you will not graduate. Do I have your attention? But I'm going to play nice. I'm now passing out, my TAs are now passing out the 4 questions. Here you go. You have it. What are you going to do with those 4 questions? Read. You're going to study the crap out of them, right? I mean, you got to get this done. There ain't no way to Sunday. You got to do it, right? So if you show up that last class, that last moment, all your fun here on campus, all the great things you did in this, so you roll into that last test and, I don't know the answers to this stuff. When you fail, whose problem is that? Yours, right? Obviously. Here's the deal. There are a lot of companies that come to Career Fair, right? Good companies, great organizations, want to find fantastic U of H students. But truth be told is this. There's probably about 4 to 5 that you really, really have a deep interest in. Heard something, you know something about them, they fit your background, they fit your culture, whatever it happens to be. Heard something from. This is it, right? That's your 4 questions that you can assign yourself right now to be successful, right? Your job is to identify those 4 to 5 companies right now and to figure it out. Who's their senior leadership? What changes are they going? What challenge do they have? What press releases out there? What do their quarterly reports look like? What are their investor calls doing? What alumni have on there? What are they going to be on campus? Who's on their recruiting team? Who's on their internship before? How do they like to interview? Because what happens is I'll be at Career Fair, and this is more than 50% of the people that I'll approach the table. There'll be a line of students. They'll come up. They'll look at my booth. Williams. You're all a natural energy company, right? Oil. You all have me. I'm a junior, an IS student. I'm looking for an internship, giving a resume. So there's a lot of students, right? We talked about this earlier. So I have about 2 minutes. I'm trying to make a determination. Once again, like pull the curtain back. Like that's how it works. I mean, I'm human. You're human. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Will this person meet the criteria? And I have to spend the first minute of our 2-minute conversation hitting play on a recording. And I don't mind doing it. I mean, it's my job. But just let you know that I've done this about 5,000 times that semester, and that is this. Williams is an integrated natural gas company. We're a Fortune 500 company headquartered in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have 1,000 employees. We have 3 major business units. We have exploration and production, which takes the natural gas out of the ground where we go find it. We have our midstream business, which treats that natural gas, breaks it into different liquids, and purifies it. We also store it for ourselves and other companies, so we can perform that function for ourselves and other companies. In addition to that, we also have our gas pipeline. That's what's based out of here in Houston. We have 2 major gas pipelines. One is our Northwest gas pipeline, which goes from about 4 corners up to the Northwest. And the other one here goes from the Gulf all the way downtown to Manhattan. We transport about 13 to 15% of America's natural gas on one of those pipelines. Yeah, today I'm looking for an IT internship. We're looking to fill that for a junior. It'll be based on our Houston office. It's a new position. Let me take a look at your resume. Right? I've done it all. So let's reverse that a little bit. You come up to the booth, you say, wow, Williams, I'm excited to meet you today because I understand that you're a Fortune 500 company, integrated national company, headquartered out of Tulsa, but you have your office down here supporting your gas pipes unit. I guess you guys are all that Transco line, the Transco tower down in the Galleria, and you're connected to them all. Sweet, love it. So what I'd like to learn a little bit more about is, I have a friend who interned for you, they said that they did this, okay? But beyond all that, and I really want to know about your community service. I guess you guys are big supporters of United Way, and my friends who've interned and worked there say that. And I'm really, if you look at my resume here, I was involved in this volunteer organization, and that's really, a company that I want to work for has those same principles and those same values. And so that's why I'm really excited to talk to you today. As a recruiter, there's like something internal that's going off here. Like, whoa, okay. They got my attention. They know who I am, they know a little bit about our company, they've done some research, they know a little bit about our culture. They've handed me the resume and they're directing me to, instead of just me trying to filter very quickly through the 300 resume that I've gotten there. Here's the crazy thing. I get the question all the time from freshmen. They'll say, should I go to the career fair? Let me rephrase that for any freshman that might be here or freshman friends of yours in a way that you can kind of understand what I hear when you say that. Hi, my goal is to play Major League Baseball one day, and I have a friend who's going to allow me to be in the All-Star game dugout of the National League. I'm not going to be really playing that much, but I get to observe and try to interact, maybe ask some questions with players. Should I take him up on that offer, or should I go to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch it on big screen? I mean, think about if you're a freshman who comes up and gives that, shows that level of interest, right? Most people don't do that. They do what I call as the career fair grades, which is they kind of have a list in front of them. They go to all the tables. They do the slow walk. They kind of see what they might be interested in. They get in line. While they're in line, they're like reading about the company or something like that. And then they're doing, and everything's leading up to the resume dump that we're talking about. Right? And then once they get out of that line, they look out of the corner of their eye to the next, oh, that's an energy company too. Here I am. What I would challenge you to do is get that senior capstone project down now. Figure out 4 or 5 companies that you really want to go deep with, right? Figure out when they're going to be on campus, all those things that we discussed. And like I said, it's not dirty to figure out what you want to say when you want to ask for that right or BB gun. If you really want to work there, practice it. Go to career service and say, hey, I need some help here. Just as badly as Tommy needed help, I'm a little Matthew. If you don't, my roommate Carson Nuttles in the back, who I went to Utah State with for 3 years, he just moved to Houston, and he could tell you stories about my math problems. Like, geez, Louise. He was a civil engineer. He always got it. Oh my gosh. So that's the point, right? So find that accountability partner. What I tell students to do is at career fair, engage that one company, have that conversation, right? And then instead of just jumping into the next line because, hey, it's another energy company or hey, it's another whatever, Fortune 500 company, pull back, give yourself a minute, regroup, maybe get with a friend or whatever you got to think about how it went, recollect your thoughts, think about what you want to engage. Does that make sense? Is this, you guys are nodding? All right. Another thing I like to say is this. There's different people at a career fair, correct? I mean, they're all, the career fair uniform, khakis, polo, go, name tag. I mean, we're all rocking that for sure. We got the koozie, we got the earbuds. But there's different people at the career fair. So another thing, if you're really truly interested about the company, there's a lot of times the same people will come back to campus. George's been with me here at least 3 or 4 times, right? But he works here. I'm in HR. I'm typically the only one from HR that's at a career fair. That's typically how it works. Everybody else is employees. It's somebody who just graduated from the university. At A&M, for their business career fair 2 days ago, I had some kid who from A&M was literally working for us. It was his 3rd week. So you got that there that a student's talked to. And then I have like a senior hiring manager in our finance. So one of the tricks, let me tell you, is if you're really interested in the conversations going on and stuff, like, oh, fantastic. So who else is here with you today? Oh, well, because here's the cool thing. A lot of times senior officers like to come in because they think it's fun to kick it at a career fair every once in a while. They don't want to do it all the time. They like to do it once in a while, right? You just start acting like, say, oh, well, they work in the actual group. Can I talk to them for a second? And things are going, well, yeah, they'll usually, yeah, come on over. Yeah, talk to them. He's actually the person that's directly involved in IT. I'm just from Tulsa, doing college recruiting. But you know what I mean? That's the truth. Mark's just laughing. What we're laughing is like, but pull back the curtain too much. I mean, why people are there, what's motivating to be there, and what they're doing, and stuff. And it's totally cool and stuff. And so part of it too is if you're struggling to find a way to connect with somebody, talk about the reality that's going on, like a recruiter and stuff. Wow, so you guys go to these all the time? Oh no, I actually work at a Houston office still when I come to. I really enjoy it though. I used to be a student here, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh yeah, I was just at A&M, I'm going to U of H, I'm going to Prairie View, I'm going to be at Oklahoma State and stuff. Oh, okay. Then like, you know, start engaging them about their job and what they're doing and stuff like that. And then you guys know how to follow up. And don't wait for 6 months or when you think you might want an internship. Do it immediately. Any questions on that? Career fair? Yeah, Mark.
Can I start a class?
Can you start a class?
Yeah, right.
Sure.